Hi Libra, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. I want to start off to say that I'm going to talk for a little bit. I'm going to have a little mini intro here, and then I'm going to go into the shuffling of your reading. And so if you don't want to listen to me talk for the intro or see me shuffle, and go to or just go straight to the shuffling or go straight to the messages, look in the description box and just press the time stamped where I start. So with that said, there's going to be a little bit of a different reading here today. I'm going to go on vacation in a couple of days, and I didn't want to leave you with just 1 week's energy there. So I looked a little bit into your future, and so I'm doing a reading today for July, August, and September. I'm focusing in on love, and I'm focusing in on your work or what you spend time doing. And if you listen to me before, you know that those typical love readings, boy meets girl, rarely shows up. Sometimes they do, but it's so much about your connection with source, the real love vibration, and so forth. And if you feel me talk about love, but you feel like, no, that really matches my health right now or my work situation, or if you hear me talk about work and you feel like, she's completely describing my relationship, feel free to just swap it around. See how the energies just, blend into with each other. So with that said, we're going to start with love here for you. And first I'm going to get all the cards out. And yes, I will say certain things. As they come out. And there's a lot of people enjoying this shuffling because there's a lot of energy that's being transmitting as I shuffle. So with that said, let's begin the shuffle. So love for July for Libra. How fitting. Out comes the heart chakra. Love for August for Libra. Wow. I love how they're coming in order as well. So number 5, throat chakra. So first 4, heart. 5, throat for August. And then let's see for September for love. September love for Libra. Rest and reconsider. Number 9. So let's see what that is about. And then we're shuffling for what you spend your time doing or for work for July for Libra, please. Ooh. We have 6 of Ariel, pure alignment with source there. 9 of Raphael. Wow. It's like the apprentice to the magician. Page of Raphael. Magical carpet there and having some new energy coming in. And King of Michael. That's for July. And what you spend your time doing or work for August. The Empress. Wow. With a number 3 and then 4 of Gabriel. So 3 and 4, beautiful process here. Even 3, 4, 5 there for August if we want to. And then work and what you're spending your time doing for September for Libra. Six of Gabriel. Connection with source there again. Interesting because they're really we're gonna see, because this is a very up and about, moving about energy, and rest and reconsider is completely different in the energy. So we're gonna see what that is about. And I just want to say, as I go into this reading, we're gonna cover all these months, and then if you feel like that's enough, if that's enough for you, because then I'm just going to go deeper into each and every message in each and every month for the extension if you want to come along for that. That's going to be after this reading, and also the link to that is in the description box. So starting with July here and with your heart. This is your heart chakra, number 4, heart matter. Yeah, you could say that with the heart chakra. And laying in a foundation for yourself. I just want to look at this for a little bit. It feels like there's like something under the dome. So it's almost like before we've had a very square, like if you looked at love, and it's not necessarily towards another person, it's not, well, it's sort of in the consequence or in the, as a result, how you look at yourself, like loving yourself, but like beep beep, but like a connection with source here, like how you looked at love before has been very square. I feel like it's been very square. That's what's really standing out to me. And then it's like, and then we move into like the next phase. First we think we actually belong to our parents. Very, what is it called? Not figure. Literally, we literally feel like we're belonging to our parents. Like I am my mother, type of thing. I think it's around 2 years old or something. 1 year old, 1.5 or 2 years old, that we start to realize, ooh, I'm my own entity. I am my own being. And so it's like a very juvenile, it's a very naive way of looking at the world. And then you sort of become like self-aware. You become you look at your self-love, and then you sort of start to connect. Like you wonder if there's something more. Is there something more here that perhaps I should connect with? And there's like this movement here is like, it's very rigid. It's very square, very boxy. This is how it is. And now it's like you've started to flourish, you've started to bloom into this, like looking at love in a different way, looking at love in, there's so many components to the love vibration, the real love vibration, not jealousy, not envy, not any lackful feelings whatsoever, but rather unconditional love. And it's like, we could think that that was the grandest love probably, but then I see this dome thing. It's like this dome, this like thing that comes in from up above and sort of questions everything. It doesn't question it, but it sort of rearranges everything. So first we were quite squarey, and then we are sort of, I think most people, there's a lot of people still in the square, and most people would feel evolved and feel very like they're awakened, and they moved along quite a lot to be in this sort of unconditional love, in this very, but it's still labeled. There's something about it that still is being labeled, and it's like, now Libra, you're being presented to what's under the dome, and it's not a pattern. Is not inside or outside the box. It just is. It is love in the purest form. And you're coming into it. And this is for the month of July. Obviously, you could have already started to come into this. And obviously, it's an ongoing process. And obviously, you could feel more of it in August and October for all I care. But like, we are focusing in on July. So there is a big focus on this right now, that you're starting to become aware that, wait a minute, what is real love? What does real love feel like? Real love doesn't have a name. It doesn't have patterns. It doesn't have restrictions. It doesn't have anything. It's pure love. And so, wow, with the number 4 there, heart matters. It really is important to you. And I love with the 4 that it's also laying a new foundation. It's like whatever you've known about love up until this point it's about to shift for you. And then when we look, still in July, if we look at what you're spending your time doing or for work, we had the 6 of Ariel, which is very much the connection with your inner being. 6 represents love, it represents harmony. And why? It's because it's the connection with your source. As you connect with source, you are in that, if you are in that connection, you are in the love vibration. This love, the under the dome vibration, as I'm talking about. And as you come into that connection, as you come into that real love vibration, there's so much, like it says, material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. So it's not magical. Once you start to realize and once you start to understand the connection with Source, there's very little that is magical and a miracle. A miracle just implies that it rarely happens. It magically appeared seems like it's like something we're completely out of our control, or completely so rare that it probably never happens. That's why it's a miracle, you know? Something that we thought was not going to happen is now happening, or something that we thought was happening, it's just not, you know, something else shows up. It's not a miracle. When you're in alignment with Source, when you're making a clear connection with Source, it's going to bear fruit wherever you turn, because that's what it's about. It's about abundance, and it's about you starting to be playful. And I love how then how we come into Nine of Raphael. Nine of Raphael isn't the magician, but it's a really good beginning. Here it's like you're starting to understand, okay, I can write literally whatever I want. I can work together with Source, and I can ask for things. Is that still a little bit like old-fashioned? Yes. Is that still new to a lot of people? Yes. But I just want to say, I want to point out that eventually you're gonna get over this quite soon and get into the magicianness of it all, which it means that you're just completely unlimited, and it's not like you're asking for wishes and the universe grants them to you. It's you becoming the creation itself. It's you being the creation, and you don't need to ask for anything that you already are, right? And as you are it has to show up, is law. So you're coming into this very magician-like I said, the apprentice to the magician. Like, we're starting somewhere. You're starting to realize your powers. This is all for July. Page of Raphael, which for me is very much a new energy coming in. We're turning the page. We're leaving the old love vibration, not the old love vibration. We're leaving the old vibration. We're leaving the old paradigm behind. And you're stepping into this new place, this new energy. Page is literally a new energy, and it can be new messages being brought to you. It says a new emotional situation, and I understand that why it's so different emotionally, because you're going to start to feel so different as you make this connection with Source in quite a different way. Messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. So this is very much about turning the page to something new. I feel like this is what you've been wanting to create. Like, you have this castle in the background. It's still a sand castle, so it's not a real castle, but it's definitely in your fantasy. It's definitely something that you want. You know, I've been playing so much with my little boy. He's a little over 3 years old now, and it's fascinating how free I'm learning every day to sort of like, oh shit, I am so I think I'm in the forefront of, you know, being completely open to new things, and to be very spontaneous and use my imagination and use my fantasy. He's on another level. He's like, he constantly, where he goes, it's just pretend. Which is so amazing, because when you get into it's just pretend, as soon as he just uses those magical words, it's just pretend, it opens me completely up. If he says like something that there's a dinosaur walking outside, dinosaur? Maybe you mean a dog? It's just pretend. And he's like, looks at me a little bit like I'm killing his vibe. I'm killing him. It doesn't feel like I'm killing him, but it feels sometimes like he's the parent and I'm the child, and he's like, oh mom, come on already. Of course, I know it's not a dinosaur there, but it's like, it's pretend, and who knows? Who knows? You know? So there's something here like to play pretend, to use your fantasy, and you're sitting on this magical carpet, but it's not a ride just yet, but we have turned the page and you're coming into the magicianness of it all. So there's like this what is the word? It's like this, not an invitation, but like promise. It's like this promise of liftoff. There's going to be some sort of liftoff. Shoot, I have to really... And this is like, so I love the movement here. You're starting in the heart chakra. You understand, like we go from square to blooming, like to just have it be malleable and, you know, but that's still a bit restricted into this under the dome where it's just completely free love. It's just completely high vibrational love. Connecting with your inner source. Starting to become the magician, being the apprentice to the magician, and starting to understand your own true creative powers. Wanting to create this and stepping into the King of Michael, which is very much about adapting to this higher energy. Very, very high vibrational energy. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. So this, I feel like, is an open and honest communication with your source. First and foremost, is an open and honest communication with your source. So all of July seems to be like a beautiful process that has like almost like a meteor speed to it. It's like so fast moving, and it's so ever changing you, whether it's in terms of the love energy or in terms of what you then do with it physically. And then we come into August, where the love speaks about their throat chakra. And I love how we ended here with it's a situation that calls for honest and open communication. So there's something around the love there. I think I'm not going to remember now, but it was another sign that got the same thing about being honest, being really open. Could have been Leo. That also got the throat chakra for love. It could have been August as well. So maybe if you have a connection there with Leo somehow, some way, you might want to check that reading out as well. Through and through, it just feels like there's a lot about awakening and coming into next level right now. So this throat chakra, wow. So I never looked at these cards like the under the dome thing. I never even seen this domey thing before I was shown it today on this one. And here I'm even shown that so we have the square, like we have I'm going to say what I need to say in order to get what I want. And then it's like, okay, I might start to get a little bit more authentic. I'm actually going to bloom in this. I'm actually going to not just say whatever fits for me. I'm going to start to speak the truth. However, I'm still sort of relying on what other people think. I want to bend my reality and so that it fits for me and what other people think about me, and so it fits others, so it's not disturbing too much. And then it's like we come into this under the dome, which is like the same thing. There are no rules or etiquettes here anymore. It's more like okay, I need to just walk my walk and talk my talk, be in your integrity, and just stay there, which we also had a lot with the King of Michael. Just stay in your integrity as much as you can. And on top of that, here I see it continues. It's almost like, okay, so under the dome, it's a new way of just saying you're completely in your truth. You're standing up for who you are. You speak authentically about who you are, who you truly be, Libra. I'm talking about who you truly be in this world. There's this thing that just continues up. Do you see that? It's like a channel just continues up that is a little bit square there again. It's almost like a light that just comes in and covers the dome, if that makes sense. Talking about the dome here. So it's almost like, yeah, and so now, so we take this even further when it comes to love. We're under the dome here with the love in July. And here is like, now we speak authentically who we truly be in this world. connecting with source. And on top of that, there's this additional light being brought to you, or this I don't even know how to describe this. It's just next level on the level of your honesty and what you allow to then bring forth through you as you from source. Excuse me. Let's see if he calms down. I almost feel like it happened as I said it. Okay. So as I said, it's coming. Something like I don't want to say it again because it really hurt my throat. It's like it's coming through you as you. It's a really high vibration because it's almost like my vocal cords couldn't handle it. It really hurt on the right side. It really almost felt like an attack. So I understand to really sit in vibration, to really have done this work first, where you're under the dome and you're coming higher and higher up, to just really be in alignment with this shift. As you are in alignment with this shift, it doesn't hurt. It might feel like it's pressure. It might feel like it's a little bit, dense or heavy, but it's not, it never will hurt. It's just an upgrade. And I feel like this is the next level of honesty. This is like who you truly be without any type of past projections onto you, past lineage, past ancestral bullshit. Sorry for the harsh language. It's like we drop the victimhood altogether. It's just clean and freaking clear love and honest communication. When it's that type of pure love, I never really thought. I mean, I've heard these words before, but it's like it sits in with me. It's been such a different way here today. Obviously, when I see something for September there as well now. So, obviously, when you are in that high vibrational place, love-wise, anything and everything that comes out of your mouth is just going to be so freaking pure. It's going to have like a healing. It's just going to be wonderful words. It's almost like everything you speak is of a healing nature because it's just so in alignment with this love. I feel like I could talk for a week about this. And it's number 5. So it is going to be like a movement, a shift, a change, a big change. And what you do or work with for August is you're becoming the Empress. And I completely can get that because, I mean, we're coming into the King of Michael, which is the highest possible energy around a person. And then you're stepping into your Empressness, which is like pure balance. It's she knows who she is. She knows what she wants. She knows her worth. She knows balance when she sees it. She's completely dressed in this golden brown dress, and the brown for me is just complete balance. And I can understand that if you come in, if you have this with the under the dome and this even a higher, brighter light coming in there, you're gonna freaking be the Empress. And it doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man, obviously. Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. That's what's happening. It's not a separation anymore. It's not you sitting here wanting that thing. You're just getting a lot of resources, or you're getting abundance around you. There's no separation anymore. You are abundant. You are the Empress. You are in balance, and when you are in balance, you are an attraction for balance. Together with Foro Gabriel, time for celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. It is again, abundant rewards for you being in alignment with yourself, I would say. Release yourself from burdensome situations. Release yourself from the past. Release yourself from any lineage from the past. This is what's happening in August. However, shape or form, we don't have time to get into that now, but that's something we can look at in the extension, for instance. There's some sort of commitment here. And if this is the first indicator that there's some sort of soulmate connection happening here in August, or just making a commitment to your source, or if this is commitment to some sort of passion, there's this, you really are feeling this one because it's a force, it's a heart matter. It's again laying a new foundation for you. So we're going to see what that, going deeper into that, what that is about. Okay, and then in September, so first it was like rest and reconsider. It feels so opposite to this energy where it's like up and go and connection with source and, you know, but then because we did July and August and I saw this light coming in, like sitting on top of this dome, to just be completely authentic, open and authentic with yourself. Now I see this light coming in over you. Do you see that? The light coming in over you there, which is blue. So this to me is like when, yeah, you can rest and reconsider, you can rest and rejuvenate, but this is you finding a quiet place and just sitting in the grace of source, sitting in the stillness to continue to receive the messages from source, to continue to be one with source. The love vibration. And there's another number 6 talking about that very connection with your source. That is the love vibration. And it says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships, or promotions. So I feel like everything, like it's just so much about your awakening. It's so much about your ascension. There's so much about coming into real love, to real honest love, your true authenticity without any bull crap. It's like just you in your purest form. Congratulations, you did it. Like September, you will feel freaking awesome. There's so much information here. I'm going to go into the extension. If you feel like you are drawn to this message, we're going to look deeper into these messages and see what else we can find there for you. The link to that is, as I said, in the description box down below. If not, Libra, I want to wish you a happy summer or a happy winter if you're in the southern hemisphere. And I'll see you back in August, if not in the extension. Take care, guys. Bye.